Griefers see me riding with shoe fawns, went and hiding when I drop nuke bombs. Lightning quick all over you pawns, get frightened, quit and move on. Welcome to the new nom, best roll with my crew on. Red Dead Online, so these sneaky lines were tweaked in my binder. Roll with the Peaky blinders, rollin' crazy money, roll with Shady Boss 420. Hello, this is Shady Boss 420, and I'm here with some of the Peaky blinders. We got Lil Chub. That's when
Hi.
you say, yeah, there. And then we got Elfie.
Hi.
And then we got Brocore.
Hello.
Alright. So today we're going to be discussing some possible new roles and features we'd like to see Rockstar add in the future. So my idea for a role was a stagecoach driver. So what do you guys think of that idea?
Yeah, I mean, I like it in theory, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty solid. I just don't know how it would work in game necessarily.
Well, I was
like
kind of
that's
thinking. I was kind of thinking you could obviously take passengers, but you'd have to defend them at the same time, you know?
Right.
And then I was thinking it would work really good if they added an outlaw or a lawman, because that could kind of work in tandem with it. Like the outlaws could attack them and the lawmen could protect them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Protect them and stuff. Yeah.
And it would also be cool because then you could buy stagecoaches and you could upgrade them and stuff, like pimp my ride or pimp my wagon, you know?
Yeah.
And then I don't know, do you guys remember in the old Grand Theft Auto games where people wanted you to drive them around, but you had to do crazy shit while you were driving them?
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
kind of thinking they could do something along those lines with joyrides or something, you know?
Right.
And then obviously there'd be fights with rival drivers, players and the NPCs.
Right. And I feel like with that they could introduce kart racing.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. They could do chariot races or something maybe.
Right. But yeah, no, I definitely think that is a good idea. I think that is something that I feel like should be added after more vital roles.
Yeah,
know?
for sure, yeah. Well, I'm really looking forward to an outlaw role.
Yeah.
But one little quality of life change I'd like to see though would be a fast travel from the Moonshine Shack to wherever you want to go, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I have a post there.
Yeah. All right, so Chub, what's your role idea?
Let me lay it down on you. Okay. I think what should really be added to the game, role-wise, is a sort of a railroad operating, operator. Not you operate the train, but you have goods that are being shipped by train, so that you could have you could either drive the train or protect the train,
Mm-hmm.
but it also goes in tandem with the fact that if there were an outlaw role added, or it would add another aspect of
Train robberies and stuff,
right, train robberies, you can hold the train up and different stuff, you know. It could work by in comparison to the trigger. You know
Maybe
what I mean?
the railroad baron could be transporting valuable goods and the outlaws would try to steal it, kind of thing.
Right, and you could blow up the tracks and stuff.
Oh
I feel
yeah,
that'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
But I mean, because in all the new Rockstar games, every single campaign mission has had a mission where you blow up the tracks, and it has that cool cinematic where the train goes barreling off and all that stuff. Why don't they just add that to the online? You know what I mean?
Right.
It'd be easy to just undo it. You know what I mean?
I think an event like that would be kind of hard at the same time though, because it would have to affect all the players in the lobby at the same time, right?
Right, and I mean, they could start doing it where it's like you load into the mission, so like you have
Okay.
a set number of enemies that load into it with you,
Okay.
kind of like a free roam event in a
Yeah.
way,
Hmm.
so that they have time to prepare to attack you and you have time to prepare to defend yourself.
So it'd be kind of like a smaller lobby just for the mission kind of thing.
Right.
Okay. That'd be interesting.
With an open lobby doing that, blowing up the tracks would just screw everything up for players that actually want to take the train somewhere. Plus, having a cinematic event in an open online lobby
It's not
would be weird.
not necessarily like a cinematic event, but like just seeing like the train barrel off the tracks is cool. Like, I feel like that would be pretty cool. You know?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And like, I mean, yeah, obviously there's like a lot more logistical issues that go into it, but it's definitely worth looking into, you know. And I think, okay, and to end my turn, I really think one good quality of life thing they should add is allowing you to call your wagon to you. Like,
Oh
my
yeah,
gosh,
that'd be
yes.
tremendously helpful.
So you can like, so you don't have to
I
like,
didn't even think
run.
about that.
You have to like, don't have to run like a million miles to your. Oh, it's so annoying.
It's like actually one of the biggest inconveniences.
Yeah, like you have like all of your bounties tied up, and you have to run like a million miles to the
Yeah.
bounty wagon. It's probably the
Actually,
worst
I know a kind of a tip that sometimes works for that. Actually, if you go out in the middle of the road and
Mhm.
face the opposite direction of where you want it to come from when you call it, it usually comes down the road from behind you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That does sound.
Chub,
Yeah.
are you passing it off?
Yeah, I think I'm passing it on. Sorry.
Okay, well, I think that the role that I would like to see would be gold panning. You see it kind of in like the story mode. And
Oh,
I think you may see it online, but I'm not for sure. Where you just go down the river and there'll be someone panning, and they kind of act like rude to you, like get away from me, don't touch my gold. I think it'd be kind of cool for you. I would feel like it'd be kind of cool, almost like a moonshine shack thing. How it has like different locations in different parts of the map. I think it should do that for like different spots on the river where you could be able to set up your little gold panning operation. And then maybe spots where you could try to pan for gold would kind of do like the glimmer thing, how like collectibles do the glimmer. Kind of do something like that with it. But
I was thinking that'd be cool too, because a role like that could actually lead further down the line into like an actual gold mine operator or whatever.
yeah. And I mean, it doesn't have to give you like, you know, a bunch of gold when you pan.
Yeah, that was one thing I was
you know,
gonna ask
just
you.
like a few, kind of like how daily challenges give you like point whatever gold.
Whatever
Kind of
gold,
like
yeah.
that. Not giving you just handing you gold bars. Like you have to work for it a little bit. But
I
Do you
see
think they should-
Rockstar like not allowing you to use the gold, but making you turn it in somewhere for money.
yeah, that could be.
I mean, yeah, that could be a possibility. I think that's a good idea, but I could see it being like, I could see it either like you do it super quick and you get low amounts of gold every so often, or you do it like the trader wagon. You do it like so far apart, but it has a cooldown.
Yeah.
So like you have to wait a specific amount of time, and like that could be like moving from point A to point B to point C to point D, like moving all your different locations because like obviously whenever you pan for gold and then you find a lot of gold, you're not going to find a lot more in that same spot.
Right.
And so like I mean I feel yeah, that is a great idea, but I mean
Yeah, I feel like it
just,
should have. I feel like if you pan one spot, it should definitely have a cooldown time of when you can pan it again.
Yeah.
Right.
That way, it kind of makes you work for it, where you move all over the map, going to different spots, and then you have to come back around and do it again. But obviously, not giving you like one full gold bar at a time, just giving you like point whatever, like 0.3 whatever.
Right, and like you could like hire, like the way it could work is like you could hire someone to do it, and while they're doing it, someone tipped like the what are those enemies called?
The revenue
agents. Yeah, somebody like tipped, like somebody could have like quote unquote tipped them off, and because you're not paying taxes on it or whatever. And so they're trying to come and stop you, so you know you have to like take out wave after wave, and you have to protect the guy that's panning.
Yeah, that could definitely be.
Yeah, that's a good
that would
idea.
add a little more excitement to it.
Yeah. And I think that's all I can think of for that. But a quality of life thing that I would like to see is bigger posse member capacity. You can have more people in your posse.
Yes.
Not like a crazy number, but maybe just like a few more.
Yeah.
Right. Or like even more just persistent members, you know?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Where you're
Instead
not
of having to
boot
kick
people
out like
constantly.
multiple people at a
Right.
time.
Or you're not having to
Yeah.
leave posses over and over again.
What do you think, Shady?
Well, what I was saying was like how you wouldn't have to leave posses over and over again.
Gone
if-
quiet.
Oh shit! You guys can't hear me?
All right. Brocore.
He's talking.
Oh, he's talking. I can't hear.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Mm,
That's great.
sucks. I might have to leave and come back.
Well, do you want me to wait?
No, you need
No,
to go.
Brocore, go on.
Okay. I don't have any rules for like at all. Couldn't think of any that were worth mentioning. But I would like to hear more from Rockstar, like news, talk about what they're doing next with the game. They don't give us news about barely anything, except new updates that we know are already coming. That's it. That's all we get out of them.
Yeah, they don't.
No, I don't
They're
think-
not ones for sharing a lot of information, right?
No. No, they're not. I don't ever
Yeah,
check their
definitely
Twitter,
not.
so I don't know about their Twitter, if they even have one.
It's pretty much just a rehash of their newswire.
That's great.
I started to say I
But I
have
did-
their thing. I have the little notification thing turned on. I don't really get anything about talking about Red Dead very often.
Yeah, say I don't get anything from their Instagram, their newswire, very much at all. I did have two quality of life things though. Be able to view your clothes from the catalog, like when you're buying clothes from the catalog, be able to see them on your
Yeah.
face instead of just
Yeah.
buying them without knowing what they look like.
Well, actually, that would be really good, especially for if they added an outlaw rule, because then the clothing stores would also be able to be robbed.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
It would just add a little bit
then-
more to it.
The other one was being able to have more than just one dog out in camp. I don't own a
Yeah,
dog
we
yet.
could all use
Now we're
extra
talking about the
doggos.
important things.
Yeah, now we're getting down to the real stuff.
But I'm about to buy a dog, so I want 2 or 3, 4, maybe 4.
1, 2, 3, or 4.
No limits.
No limits. I want
The
17.
dog farm.
Instead of Ram Ranch, it's Dog Ranch.
I just got a husky, so you know.
But yeah, no, I mean, and there are so many roles they could add. You know,
Yeah.
like some of them don't even have to be beneficial, like financially.
No.
Like-
See, you know, like how they had chickens in like Arthur's camp. They had chickens.
Hmm.
I would like to have just some chickens in camp. I wouldn't mind.
Well, that would make sense as to why we would always have a stew, right? Because then the chickens would be in the stew.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Also
I
have
feel like we
eggs.
should be able to have like a posse house, kind of like a trap house, but
I wouldn't
West.
imagine.
That would be
I wouldn't
kind of
imagine
cool.
they'd give us a really big house. I'd imagine it'd be like moonshine shack sized, and then you'd have a basement to it.
Well,
Yeah.
that or like, I mean, you know how many mansions there are in Saint Denis that just like aren't being used?
How do you know they're not being used though?
Okay, you know what I mean, Corbin.
Alright, I think we're gonna cut the podcast to an end here. Alright, that's all for our podcast this week. If you'd like to play with me and the Peaky Blinders, I'll leave a link in the description to our Discord. This has been Shady Boss 420. Peace out.